Come and ask the question here so that I don't have to repeat the question. There's one thing I learned. I asked Sucharita about last InfiniBat. She said, it's very uneasy when somebody is asking a question because we don't hear what they are asking. So camera is simply, so maybe this is an easier thing to do. Just ask the question.
Mahatria, I realize that the two most important aspects of any business is marketing and innovation. And for innovation in any business as an entrepreneur, I have to develop a trait called creativity. How do I invoke that creativity? How do I encourage that in my organization? How do I implement that myself and become a more creative person, which fuels my entrepreneurship?
Creativity can be cultivated. First, I want you to know that. I think there is a thing that creativity must be inborn. It cannot be, it can be cultivated. And you cultivate creativity through one of the fundamental exercise. There are a lot more, but as a starting point, one of the fundamental exercise you practice to cultivate creativity is called fantasizing. Fantasizing is, all of you can do that. In fact, you'll be stunned with how much you activate your right brain as a result and how you are able to come up with some innovative ideas as you go through. Give me the phone. Wake up tomorrow morning and take anything like this. Let's say take the phone. Open a notebook with pen and paper. Finally, enna cholla kasila pen and paper ketna adra. Mahatria, can I do something on note? No, paper pen. Other than using this mobile as a mobile, what all can I do with this mobile? You are not allowed to use this as a mobile. Other than, because what I can do with a mobile is logical. That's the left side of the brain. So it already knows what all it can be done. The world has told you. Other than using the mobile as a mobile, what all can I do with the mobile? In fact, first day, some of you where right side of the brain has gone to sleep the day you were born, you will ask, what can I do with a mobile other than using this as a mobile? What I can do? Actually, what I can do? No, you have to do. Right. Right. Point number 1. Number potter. And start thinking what you can do. I can whack somebody on the head with this. Especially when you have something like not stronger. Okay. Okay, right. I can do that. Next time somebody comes and I have to serve tea for them, I can use this as a tray. Okay. I can keep tea there and serve. Okay, write down there. First day you might come up with only 3-4 points with this. That's okay. Tomorrow, don't try the same. That's over. And the life span over. Now, write down a single whatever of a flower. Okay. Single flower solve okay. What can I do with this? Write down. Number 1. Because logical thing is bouquet. And very creative, you'll think I can keep it in the hair. That's not creative, stupid. That's a very nice. What else can I do with this? Mahatria, actually what we can do? Right. Okay. You will have to do. Every day for the next 21 days. Take up anything. Tube light, chair. Take up anything. And just open a notebook. Initially it will be a very distracting exercise. In the middle of board meeting, one idea will come. Middle of board, I can do this also. That's okay. Initially you won't have the discipline, you won't think within that slot. Entire day will come, but what else can I do with this? And write. 21 days, take 21 different objects. Other than what it is meant for, what can I use it for? and simply write. That's all. Be as foolish as possible, be as stupid as possible, because that's what is called creativity. Accepted stupidity is called creativity. You come up with something crazy and the world has accepted it, it's called creativity. If it's rejected, it's called stupidity. So come up with as crazy. Your logical brain will interfere. Stupid hai. Right, that's a very important creative point. That immediately, if it appears, 21 days, take 21 different objects and write. Within 21 days, you will be surprised. Then slowly start taking some real life situation. And when you take a real life situation, don't start with you, because somehow we all incapacitate ourselves with challenges which we are attached to. For example, a challenge which Vishal Surana faces in his business, the way he will be able to think of solutions is always minimized compared to if one of us go to Vishal Surana and say we have a challenge in our business, the flow with which he'll be able to give you a solution, because he's not attached to the problem. He always thinks better when he is not attached to the problem. In fact, almost all of us can solve everybody else's problem except us. Almost all of us. So the secret is, think about your brother's organization, think about your uncle's organization, think about your competitor's organization, think about somebody, and simply ask yourself, if I have to improve the brand visibility for this, what all can I do? You'll be surprised with some ideas that you have never thought. That's what case studies is all about. What is a case study? This is the problem that they are facing. How do you guys think you can solve it? Because it's not your problem, you always come up with better solutions. See, when I don't have to execute the solution, I come up with better solution. When I have to execute the solution, then I always confine myself. So what do you guys do when you do your MBA? What is one of the things that you do at least? You're always given case studies and asked to come up with, so how do you think you can solve this? And then you start coming up with creative solutions. So take up such situations. Don't straight away start with things that you are facing with. Take up something else. If I am Narendra Modi, and if I had to execute demonetization, how my execution would have been different. You'll actually be proud of yourself, because trust me, somewhere in you, you have certain ideas which can change this country. It's just that you don't have the position to implement it. There is nobody sitting here who does not have an idea which will change this country. But just that you cannot implement it because you don't have the power and the position from where you can execute it. And just thinking, and the way the expansion happens to you is, if I can come up with solutions which the country requires, will I not be able to come up with solutions which my organization requires? The mind expands, and as a result, many possibilities starts unfolding. So you have to play this creative exercise called fantasizing. In fact, children are creative because they fantasize. They don't see things as they are. They imagine. Everything is an imagination for them. God itself is an expression of creativity, an ultimate expression of creativity. We have been creative in the way we have created a blue color God, or we have been creative in the way by which we have given very exclusive, miraculous powers to God. It's a creative expression. A poet is also creative, a writer is also creative, a music creator also is creative. Everything is creative, and it is cultivatable, absolutely cultivatable. So start practicing fantasizing, and you will see an enormous amount. First 2-3 days, don't give up on yourself. Some of you will not get the flow, so you will be ready to conclude that I am not a creative person. 21 days later, of taking one object per day and asking us, other than what it's meant for, how else can I utilize this? 21st day, you will be surprised that you have already come a long way from where you began. Continue this, don't give it up. It makes an enormous amount of difference.